Having taken Vision and Future Focus has really improved my life and dramatically improved my outlook on the world. I'm a happier person, I'm a more productive person, and I'm getting along better with the people around me and especially my family. Well, if we understand that our life is run mostly by the subconscious mind, and the subconscious mind is all the programming that we received when we were children, and that programming was from our parents and our siblings and the people around us, it helps to understand that that's not necessarily aligned with who we are as an adult and trying to realize our wishes and desires. And so understanding the interplay between the conscious mind and the subconscious mind and getting those aligned rewires us so that our programming matches up with our wishes and desires, and then we can achieve them. Well, you really have to understand how the brain works to understand what the program is trying to do. And so the fundamentals of the relationship between the subconscious and the conscious mind and other aspects of the brain are essential to then lead you into the understanding of the techniques that you're taught in order to improve how you conduct your life. It's something I really enjoy. It gives me a chance to just set aside the rest of the world and be quiet for 10 minutes and either allow my internal dialogue to flow or to get it under control and focus on my breathing and quiet the noise. It also gives me a chance to really think about what my goals are and how they feel to me and associate them with an elevated emotion. And that allows me to drive on to achieve those goals. Well, that's the point, and yes, and then therefore you don't really have to think about the goals because they become who you are and what you will be. Well, there's a big one that's happened recently, and that has to do with some property, and I finally let go of some property that was a huge anchor on my life for a long time, and I realized that I could let it go and move on, and now I've found something wonderful to replace it with. And I wouldn't have done that had I not been here with Steve and gone through the Vision program. Well, it's pretty clear that the best way to be out in the world is to be positive and appreciative of virtually everything that happens. And it just restructures your thinking and how you conduct yourself, and it makes you happier and it makes the people around you happier. After doing the exercises, reading, watching videos, and answering questions, you really have to download with Steve, debrief about what you think you've learned, and you exchange ideas. And then eventually he helps you whittle down the point of the lesson to something that's easy to take away and understand and carry with you through the day. I would say that's the most amazing thing that's happened by my participation in Vision and Future Focus. I present myself as a different person. I'm in control, I'm a leader, they respect me, we're closer. I've been married and with my wife for 30 years. We're in love again. My children are engaged with me. It's a remarkable difference, and I really have to say that it's who I am that Vision has brought out, and I'm displaying that every moment. Well, I drove out from Southern California, took 3 days to get here, and drove through northern Nevada and Idaho and God's country essentially, and up to Montana, stayed in a wonderful little house, and then was immersed in this amazing experience with Steve. Steve is fun and he's funny, and it helps you realize that you need to get out and have fun. And so we went snowmobiling a couple of times, which was fantastic. Snow on the tree branches, running down the trail with his buddies, lots of fun. We went ATV riding in the backcountry. We've gone to the shooting range, and we visited his remote cabin in a whole other environment nearby. And for me, that was kind of that was the icing on the cake, but it was also the glue that pulled everything together. That really reminded me who I'd always been in my life, an outdoor adventure person, and I kind of lost sight of that. And working with Steve has brought me back to that, and it is now the front focus. And I can tell you, my family is excited that we are going to live this life this way. I think what hits you first is how much Steve does know, and the breadth of knowledge and what he's studied, and the diversity of sources of knowledge that he's brought in together to synthesize into this program. And you can go online and you can see all these videos of people that are, I don't know if you call them self-help or whatever. And frankly, I kind of thought of it as a bit of a racket, and I was a little bit skeptical. But working with Steve, he's actually done the science and turned it into a real program, synthesized down to something that's credible and effective. And I say that from bottom of my heart, I'm not trying to sell something. My skepticism is completely gone. I really believe this is a fantastic program for people to participate in.